You are sitting in a performance review, your numbers are strong, your team is delivering, and then your manager says something like, you need to work on your executive presence. You nod, you leave the room, and you have no idea what just happened. So you do what any capable person does. You search for what executive presence means, and you find the same 3 words everywhere: gravitas, communication, appearance. Now you have a vocabulary for the thing you are supposed to develop, but you still have no diagnosis of why you specifically lack it or what to do about the gap. That search gave you labels. It did not give you answers. Here is what I want you to hold onto for the rest of this course. Executive presence is not a trait you possess. It is a perception. Specifically, it is the distance between what you intend and what the audience experiences. That single reframe changes everything about how you approach this work. Because if it is a perception, it is measurable. If it is measurable, it is diagnosable. And if it is diagnosable, it can be closed. Consider a leader who was described as commanding the room at her previous company. 18 months into a new role, she gets flagged for lacking presence. She did not change. The audience changed. The same communication style, the same decision-making approach, the same level of preparation. One room called it authority. Another room called it a gap. That is what it means for presence to be a perception, not a trait. I want you to pause for a moment and think about the last piece of presence feedback you received. Was it specific? Did it tell you exactly what behavior to change? Or was it vague? Something like you need more gravitas or you do not command the room. Hold that answer. We are going to come back to why that vagueness is the problem. The perception gap framework means you stop hoping to develop the right personality and start diagnosing the specific disconnect between your intention and your impact. Now, an honest word about what this work can and cannot do. 26% of senior executives attribute promotion decisions to executive presence. That means 3/4 of those decisions rest on other factors. Executive presence is a tiebreaker between 2 equally qualified candidates. It is not a silver bullet. It is not sufficient on its own. The goal is not to build executive presence as some standalone capability. The goal is to diagnose and close the specific perception gap, that is, preventing your existing competence from being recognized. So if executive presence is a perception gap and not a personality trait, where did the trait-based model come from and where does it break down? That is what we are looking at next.